Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the On the Edge Films podcast number 2. I'm here with our senior editor, Josh Senior. That was kind of weird. Senior editor.
It ties in with my name. Brilliant.
That's lovely. Yeah. So we're here today. We're going to be discussing plenty of things for you for the second instalment of this podcast. We're going to be talking about the BAFTAs from last night. Mm-hmm. And the future Oscars. Hitchcock is our film of the month, I believe.
It is, indeed.
Points of Interest, which is our new section. Also look ahead articles on Star Wars and X-Men Days of Future Past. And the update on the newest On the Edge online magazine. So yeah, let's get going.
Hello. This is the first time you've all heard my voice, but yeah, On the Edge Films, I created it.
You did?
Just under a year ago, not over a year ago.
You did?
This is my voice. This is how I sound.
This is how he sounds. You've seen his writing, now you hear his sounds.
Ba-boom.
Rich. Creamy sounds.
Like
anyway.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. Not really. So let's get going with our first section, BAFTAs and Oscars.
Yeah, let's look at the BAFTA winners then.
This is going to be really unprofessionally open up the internet. That was the wrong one. So Best Picture.
Argo.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think that's quite contentious, seeing as it's up against Life of Pi, which was probably the best film out of that list. You had Les Miserables, Lincoln, and Zero Dark 30 in that category, so it doesn't make sense to me that they've won that, but I don't know.
Well, Stephen Fry was presenting the BAFTAs last night, and he was having so much love for Life of Pi, and you can actually tell he was disappointed Argo was winning so much. Ben Affleck was pretty emotional, actually, winning the Best Picture thing. He'd already been up on stage a couple of times for Best Director. Yeah,
he beat Ang Lee to Best Director, Michael Haneke, and Quentin Tarantino. Basically, everyone in that category is better than him, so I don't understand why.
Yeah, so, Best Picture, Argo. Best British Film was won by Skyfall. I think that's...
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's fair. Best Director, Ben Affleck. Best Actor, Daniel Day-Lewis from Lincoln. Who was it? I think it was on Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe or Weekly Wipe thing they did on BBC. If you're listening, then you can...
Bradley Cooper was very good in Silverline's Playbook as well. Yeah. He should have probably got... I don't know. I think it's Daniel Day-Lewis wins every time.
He was saying, though, that he's won just for simply putting an accent and a slightly crooked back on. But other than that...
Good beard. It's a very good beard.
I'll tell you what, though, Joaquin Phoenix, who was... up for the Best Actor, looked so pissed off in the audience the whole night. He looked so annoyed. He's
uncomfortable in his own skin, and also that his brother was a better actor than him, but he's dead, unfortunately.
Yeah. Best Actress, Emmanuelle Riva from Amour.
I've not seen that film, but apparently it's really good.
Yeah, it also won... What else did it win? I think it won Best Foreign Film. Yeah. Michael Haneke and Margaret Menegos. I think Best Original Screenplay. This is one we were saying was a bit contentious as well. Tarantino's Django Unchained.
Yeah, because we do film studies, so if you do film studies, you just know that Quentin Tarantino doesn't write anything original. All his characters are stolen from other people's films.
Yeah, it's true.
And Wes Anderson and Roman Coppola are actual original screenplay that wasn't from any kind of book or real life event.
You're a big fan of Wes Anderson.
I am. Wes is a big friend. Well, not a big friend of mine. A big personal favourite of mine.
It's a big friend of mine. A future
friend of mine.
We can't say that.
Yeah, we love Wes Anderson. And out of that list of films, there's only 2 really actually original stories that weren't stolen.
Ones?
Moonrise Kingdom and more. The Master's about Scientology, so that's based on real life. And then Zero Dark 30.
Stephen Fry said about that.
Yeah, and then Zero Dark 30 is about a famous guy called Osama bin Laden, I think.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I think he's dead now. We actually did I did an article, didn't I, on Wes Anderson, I believe.
You did, yes.
So
we'll
leave a link to that on Cult Collisions. Anyway, let's move on to the Oscar nominees.
Yeah, we'll babble.
We'll get over the best costume, best makeup and hair.
No one cares about the BAFTA.
Best sound, all that crap that no one gives a shit about. Oops.
If you work in sound, we're really sorry.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah,
you're so beautiful. Best Picture.
Who have we got then? Read out the nominees.
We've got Amour, Life of Pi, Argo, Lincoln, Beast of the Southern Wild, Silver Linings Playbook, Django Unchained, Zero Dark 30, and Les Mis. What would you go for?
I watched Beast of the Southern Wild 2 days ago, and I was in tears in the end. It's the most heartbreaking film. It's probably the best film I've seen in the past few years. So that or Silver Linings Playbook for me, but it's coming up against some fucking very emotional crap like Argo. And
I think Argo's going to win again. I really do. I hope Life of Pi wins.
Yeah, Life of Pi, Ang Lee deserves an Oscar, but I think
he really does.
Beast of the Southern Wild was an original story adapted from a play, but the director he wrote the screenplay and composed the orchestral soundtrack to it.
It's pretty impressive.
It's a phenomenally good film. The lead actress is 6 years old.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want Les Mis to win. A lot of people.
Yeah, Tom Hooper's already won one though, hasn't he?
It's just the fact that it's interesting to see a musical make it in there.
Yeah, apparently they sing the conversations, don't they? That's weird. Like, hello, I had toast for breakfast.
It was really good, but I used too much butter. Did you say toast?
Marmite.
Did you say toast? I hope you did. Otherwise, we just talk about butter and something else.
We could make a musical about toast
and Marmite,
where Marmite's the villain, but some people like him and some
I
people don't like him.
I love Marmite. He's a lovely guy. Anyway,
fucking
actor. That's some rambling shit. Actor in a leading role.
Okay, let's do the best, like Bradley Cooper for Silver Linings Playbook.
I'm doing the background music.
Oh, okay. Joaquin Phoenix for The Master, Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln, Denzel Washington for Flight, and Hugh Jackman for Les Miserables.
Huge jack off.
Hugh Jackman.
Who's going to win that?
I think Daniel Day-Lewis has probably already got it on his shelf.
Yeah.
But Bradley Cooper should probably win it for Silver Linings Playbook.
I think it's good because he's such a versatile actor. Bradley Cooper.
Oh,
you see him in comedy and that, and then he comes here and just hits so hard in Silver Linings. It's brilliant.
He plays someone bipolar in Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah.
The bipolar and manic depression. It's quite sad, actually.
So, it's a really good film. I'd say it's going to be Daniel Day-Lewis, though.
Interesting about Silver Linings Playbook, it's the first film since 1981 to have all of its actors nominated for 4 categories of the Oscars.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trivia for you.
Lead actor, lead actress, supporting actor, and supporting actress.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Well, let's go to the actress in a leading role.
Go on and read them out, yeah.
Jessica Chastain. This is why you wanted me to read them out, is it? Quevenzane Wallace.
I think it's Kejvane Wallace for Beast of the Southern Wild.
Kenjave Wallace.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence from Silver Linings Playbook as well. Naomi Watts and Emmanuel Riva.
Naomi Watts in The Impossible. What a load of toss that was.
Emmanuel Riva might win that.
Yes, I think she probably will. But I think Quejvane Wallace probably deserves it. If that's how I'm pronouncing her name right.
Quejvane.
But yeah, she was like, 6 when she got cast and 10 when she filmed the film.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
She made me cry lots. She was very good.
So, actor in a supporting role. We'll do these and then we'll move on.
No, we'll do actress in a supporting role.
Yeah, we'll do these ones. So we got Alan Arkin from Argo, Robert De Niro, Silver Linings Playbook, Philip Seymour Hoffman from The Master, Tommy Lee Jones from Lincoln, and Christopher Waltz, Django Unchained. I'd honestly go for Tommy Lee Jones. I've not seen Lincoln, but I've seen clips of it, and they showed some last night at the BAFTAs, and he looked phenomenal.
You've seen Men in Black, so you know how I can act.
Shut up! He's amazing. He's got a big silver dildo.
Was Philip Seymour Hoffman in the same category in the BAFTAs last night for this?
Possibly.
And Christoph Waltz beat him.
Alan Arkin was as well.
Oh my god.
And Waltz won. So maybe we could see a repeat of that.
I think Philip Seymour... Robert De Niro in Silver Linings Playbook.
This is pretty much the same apart from Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro is the only one who wasn't there.
That film's fantastic. And he's really good in it. He's a really downplayed part. You think about the kind of people he normally plays. He's actually very good.
So who would you go for?
I'm Rob De Niro, just because of the...
You're Rob De Niro?
Yeah. You're talking to me?
You're talking to me?
That's our impressions that started already.
Oh, God.
Okay, actress.
Go on. Amy Adams from The Master, Sally Field from Lincoln, Anne Hathaway from Les Mis, Helen Hunt
oh, dear.
from The Sessions, and Jackie Weaver from Silver Linings Playbook. Anne Hathaway won last night at the BAFTAs. Is she going to do it again? I would say yes.
Yeah, and also Helen Hunt's
in this list.
So... She was in Twister, which is one of the worst films about natural disasters you'll ever see, apart from Dante's Peak. And she's in a film about people that help people with special needs have sex called The Sessions, which she's been nominated for. That's what it's about.
Sounds like the dream job, really.
I mean,
they
just had to pad that out, haven't they? That's like a souffle. They'd have to put some air in there, so they put Helen Hunt in.
The biggest airhead ever. I've got one thing for Helen Hunt, and it rhymes with her last name. We'll move on. Animated feature film, Brave.
I've not seen any of these.
Frankenweenie, Paranorman, The Pirates, Band of Misfits, and Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph's apparently quite good. Sarah Silverman was on Graham Norton. And she was annoying.
In it?
I thought she was quite hot.
Is she in Wreck-It Ralph?
She's playing a little girl in it.
She's playing a little girl.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Who's based on her. They wrote the character for her.
Oh, okay.
So it's sort of interesting.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'd say Brave's going to win it, though.
I don't want Tim Burton to win it, just because...
It's Tim Burton.
He's a bellend. Yeah.
Contentious points. I reckon Brave's probably going to win. Brave won last night as well. And I reckon it's probably going to do the same. I think it's probably the most watched out of these for a start, and I think that might just be why. I think it was the most... I think it was well received on the majority.
The best animated film based on a Mel Gibson movie, probably. For Braveheart.
yeah, it is.
Animated Mel Gibson would have been better.
But he would have been really racist.
Yeah, okay. We'll move on.
We'll move on. Let's move on to our next point, where we're going to talk about our film of the month.
Yes.
Do you want to head us off here?
Yeah, well, our film of the month is Hitchcock. It's not Alfred. The film's called Hitchcock.
Yep.
It's about Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And when he was making Psycho.
Yeah.
It's based on a book, apparently, by a man called Stephen Rebello. Never heard of the book, but...
So, yeah, the screenplay's been adapted by John McLaughlin and directed by Sacha Gervasi, who, weirdly enough, did Anvil, the story of Anvil.
He's gone from making a film about one of the worst received metal bands of all time to making a film about one of the greatest directors of all time, if you believe that shit.
Yeah, so yeah, Hitchcock... Hitchcock played by Anthony Hopkins, Alma Reveal,
Helen
Mirren, and Scarlett Johansson, who the best thing she's ever done is take a nude picture of herself.
Moving on, shall we?
Yeah, let's move on. But yeah, it's a love story between the influential filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock and his wife during the filming of Psycho in 1959. I haven't seen this. You haven't seen this yet.
It's going to be reviewed tomorrow.
But it is going to be reviewed.
Yeah, it's our film of the month.
We will, when that comes out, we'll put a link below. So yeah, it wasn't critically, reviewed fantastically in some places. I was looking on IMDb. And some articles, including Forbes, gave it quite a low score.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks a bit. I like the Birds that was on TV with Toby Jones in.
Oh yeah.
Toby Jones has a habit of playing really famous historical characters in the same year as a better actor plays them, because he was in one about Truman Capote, and then a few months later, Philip Seymour Hoffman played him in a film. So nobody knows that Toby Jones played him.
Truman Capote is good.
Is it Capote?
Capote, yeah.
Oh shit.
It's alright. In Cold Blood is pretty good. Anyway, yeah, we'll...
Can you do... you have to do an Alfred Hitchcock impression.
Oh, for God's sake.
I think we should try and do that.
Go on, you first then.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Was he Scottish?
I think he might have been a little bit...
Alfred Hitchcock!
That sounded like Dumbledore. Let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll... yeah.
Oh dear.
So yes, we're going to move on to our next point of interest with points of interest.
It's our new section.
So bad. It's the worst segue ever.
It's the most unprofessional podcast you've
ever
man,
heard. So is. Anyway, yeah, points of interest is our new section. Do you want to introduce that anyway?
Yeah,
sort of concept.
Points of interest, because I was thinking the other day, I saw 2 films last year called Silver Linings Playbooks and Liberal Arts, and they're both romantic comedies, and it made me think, like, no, they're both romantic comedies that aren't shit. So and quite interesting, dealing with real human emotions, not just
American fake things.
Yeah, sleeping with each other and that kind of thing, just boost your public profile kind of films.
Yeah.
And they're not just for making money. So I just posed the question out, are rom-coms evolving? And I thought we need to design a section for it. So I thought if people out there would like to ask us a question about films, like, do you think the Justice League will ever be made or something like that, you can ask us a question and we'll try and answer in writing.
Or continuously and endlessly here on the podcast. What's going on over there? I don't know.
There's something in the background.
Something in the background. But yeah, we'll try and answer them either online writing little documents somewhere on the Facebook, or here on the YouTube on the podcasts. So yeah, rom-coms as thought-provoking pieces was the little thing there. That's an interesting point.
There'll be a link below to that.
Yeah,
because these 2 films really are quite good.
No, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's good. Just thought I'd give you my appraisal there.
Thanks.
Despite me working under you, sexually and physically. That's the same thing.
Move on. That's not true.
New look ahead articles on Star Wars, etc.
Yeah, because the news this week that they're going to be doing character-based Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
On the individual characters, and apparently Yoda's up first for an adaptation.
Oh, right.
An origin story on Yoda.
Oh, Origins.
So oh god.
Uh,
Where is he
as
from?
long as Will.i.am's not in it. Like X-Men
Will.i.am
Origins.
as Yoda.
Oh, for God's sake, imagine that. If you love it like I love it. That was Kermit. What was that? Oh, God. That was Kermit.
The
Meant
love
to be
it
Yoda.
is where it is. That was my
the
Yoda.
love where it is the love.
That sounded more like it's one of the Muppets as well. That sounded like Animal.
Why am I a Muppet?
But yeah, I proposed the idea of 4 movies that I would make if I was working for Disney, and I was going to make 4 Star Wars spin-offs.
This is you that's written
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
we'll link that below.
the first one I thought was Boba Fett, the movie.
That'd be pretty cool.
I called it Boba Fett Space Hunter.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
anything else?
There was a Han Solo origin story.
Han Solo's
resident, Master what?
So
and our resident writer Saul suggested that maybe James Franco could play a younger Han Solo.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, because
I could see that.
Yeah, he could pull off the leather jacket without the sleeves thing.
Yeah,
I think quite well. What are the other ones? There was
going to be.
There was a Chewbacca one, a Chewbacca origin story with a lot of subtitles.
I am hungry.
Oh, and then Count Dooku. I thought Count Dooku origin story.
Would be cool.
But I thought, who could play him? A younger Count Dooku. And I thought Benedict Cumberbatch would be quite good as a young Count Dooku.
Oh, Josh, you're giving me some treats for my mind space.
Yeah, and then the other one was on the proposed X-Men Days of Future Past film.
Ah, yes.
Which is going to be awful.
Because
they're combining the original X-Men trilogy, the Wolverine double feature saga car crash,
Christ
and
almighty.
Matthew Vaughn's first class 60s sort of era X-Men into one movie.
Well, First Class was good.
First Class was First Class, so they should just stop with it. But apparently, if the storyline is set, like, it runs parallel, there's 2 storylines. There's one storyline set in the present day, where the X-Men are fighting Mystique, and then to stop them killing Senator Robert Kelly, because in killing him, it starts off as a future where robots take over the world and kill mutants. So there's a lot of time travel and stuff. It's a bit weird.
For God's sake!
If you watched did you watch the show when you were a kid on
yes,
Fox?
I did.
It's that.
So the robot people.
The Sentinels. And,
yeah.
Yeah, so gay. But I've just wrote.
Is it going to have the the main question for me really on this? It sounds pretty stupid, but is it going to have the original theme from X-Men? Yeah, we'll stop now.
They've got like a lot of the cast back. Like Hugh Jackman's going to be in it.
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman does anything he can get his hands on, including Dan Hathaway. I've heard rumours from valuable sources.
I've heard rumours. Apparently so, and he's going to be in the Wolverine this year, which looks weird.
He looks too veiny on the pictures.
Yeah, it's directed by James Mangold, who directed 3:10 to Yuma, which is never a good sort of CV. You should get that off your CV. And Walk the Line, which are quite weird characters. It's quite a good character piece.
I Walk the Line. Yeah.
But it's nothing like a superhero film, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And yes, to close then, we should talk about the update for the newest On the Edge online magazine. Possible date, hopefully, is the April the 27th.
That's our 1-year anniversary.
Woo! Woo! Celebrations. I'm going to be getting pissed and writing really bad articles.
We're just going to write like a lot of reviews that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second issue is coming out. It's going to be longer than the first one. The first one was kind of a tester.
Yeah,
to show
that
what
came
we could
across
do.
well. People seem to like it.
We've had a lot of positive feedback on that. So
That's
yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, where to download? You can read that online. We'll leave a link below wherever we can. I'll either post a bulletin out on this YouTube site or leave it below on the videos to our Facebook, and you can find all our On the Edge stuff there. So all that remains really for us now is to say thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Yeah, if you got this far.
If you got this far, I don't know what time we're on, probably about 20 minutes. It's been a real pleasure again to talk to you guys, and thank you to Josh for joining me.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be again.
Mopefully.
Soon. Mopefully.
Mopefully be here again.
Mopefully is the day of the week, children. Yeah.
What?
M for mopefully.
I don't know what you mean.
I think we should stop now.
Thank you very much, guys and gals out there. From On the Edge Films, me, Noah Platts, and Josh Senior.
Bye.
Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Yeah, you said that.